as I once again find myself in the middle of absolutely nowhere. And this time it's for real. Like, I actually don't know where I am. It's this random place I found to just chill. After I'm done with the work, obviously. Not a hypocrite. Anyways, today we're going to talk about something very interesting. I'm going to show you how you can very realistically change your reality. Now, it might sound stupid, and it's not some mind game I'm playing per se, but it does have something to do with your mind. Now, let me set this aside and then I will show you. I'll give you an example. Now, for a second, imagine you are a child who has very problematic relationship with their family, right? So you don't get along with your parents and this and that. And you decide from today, I cut off all my relationship with my family, right? I don't have parents, I don't have any siblings, I don't have anyone, right? Now, this is you, right? This is you. And this are your parents. Now, when you have dinner together with your parents and when you sit and talk to them, this is the connection you are forming, right? This is you and this is your parents. So this is the connection you're forming. You'll talk, you'll have dinner, you'll interact, you'll live in the same house. Now, if you decide that you don't want to talk to your parents anymore, they become irrelevant and they're not there in the picture. So that connection doesn't exist. Now, your parents might still be telling you things. They still might be advising you or yelling at you or whatever it is you have, right? But you refuse to listen to that. They are dead to you in a way. Sorry to use that word, but for an example. So even though that's happening, you detach yourself from it. Now let's move on to a lesser offensive or very like deep and problematic meaning, right? Let's just say you are walking down a road, right? And there are hundreds of people like this. There are points all over, right? This is one point, this is another point. This point is you, and this point is the random person on the street, right? Let's say you're walking and you slip and fall, and everyone around you, everyone around you laughs, right? They laugh at you a lot because you slipped and fell, and that is pretty funny. Let's be real. And you're super embarrassed because you slipped and fell, right? But now imagine another instance where you're in a lonely street at night, right? You're walking alone and you slip and fall. Suddenly, you're not embarrassed of falling anymore because there's no one watching you, right? Now, just imagine when you're walking down the street crowded with people, imagine you did not care about everyone around you. You kept walking, you fell, you checked yourself if you got hurt or not, and then you realize you're fine and you continue walking. Now, that is something people realize that they can do. Now, when I say it like this, it might sound stupid. You'd say like, "Oh, that's pretty stupid," because those people are still there. They're still going to be standing there, and it makes no sense. Like, they're going to laugh at you, so it's obviously going to bother you, right? But it is going to bother you only if you decide it's going to bother you. Things have power only if you give it to them. Your mind has the ability and the capability, the power to not give all these other external reactions, external factors any power, right? So if you let something affect you, if you tell your mind, okay, this is bothering me, this is problematic and this is something we don't like, and you let it affect you, let it make you upset because of that event that happened, it is going to upset you. But if you decide that that thing doesn't matter to me, it's non-existent and I don't care about it, you'll realize, shit, I actually don't care about it. Like, I don't give a fuck, people are laughing at me. So what? I slipped and fell. You get up and keep walking. Now, just try that. I know it sounds stupid, and you wouldn't want to listen to some random guy on the internet tell you this, but try it, and you'll realize how much simpler your life becomes. Like, you stop worrying about these other things, these external factors, right? That are not under your control and that don't really matter to you. And you'll see that, fuck, like, you can actually not care about things and go on about your day. People can have thousands of opinions, right? Everyone does. Everyone has an opinion about something or the other, so they are going to have one about you too. But if you don't give a if you don't care about their opinion, it won't matter. So next time, try this. If you hear opinions from people who don't matter to you, who aren't an integral part of your life, and something you don't like, if they like actually say something, that negatively affects you, don't pay attention to it, and you'll realize eventually they will stop with their opinions as well. Because if you keep giving something energy, it's like it feeds on it, right? If you keep giving something energy, they're going to feed on that energy and then they're going to build on it. They'll see you react and they'll be like, okay, fuck, like this is actually fun. Like, let's do it even more. And then you'll get affected even more. And then you keep giving it more energy. So if you don't give it any energy, it's going to be difficult, right? Ignoring is not easy. It is going to be difficult. For a while, you will feel weird. You will be tempted to react. You will be tempted to give it energy, but don't. And eventually, you'll realize that that whole thing that you were worried about that is affecting you is no longer affecting you. And then they stop. That negative energy that was coming into your life has stopped. It's no longer coming into it, right? And another quote I really live by is, don't take criticism from someone you wouldn't take advice from, right? So why would you go on listening to everyone's opinion if you really wouldn't take everyone's opinion into consideration, right? So do what you like. Don't take everyone's opinion into consideration. Don't let everything affect you. And try this. Next time something happens in your life that you don't like and someone's bothering you or something is bothering you, don't give it any energy and see how that thing stops affecting your life.